Alright, so we're out here today at Red River Gorge. We're going to be hiking up to Cloudsplitter. It's a rather popular trail at the gorge among hikers and campers and the like. So not exactly the most out of the way location, but should make for some good shots from what I hear. So let's get going. Okay, so if you ever want to get a better hiking workout in, and you know the hikes that you do currently just aren't doing it, but you don't have any longer distance hikes around you or harder, what I suggest is doing the hardest hike and filming yourself. I swear, for every mile I walk an extra fifth, which turns a 5-mile trail into a 6, and really tends to wipe you out, because some of the nicer shots are shots where you're going uphill. And I hate going uphill. Alright, well, we managed to make it up to the top of a cliff. And it's a pretty overlook, don't get me wrong, it's a great view. But as they say, a great view doesn't mean a great photo, and well, A, I'm tired, and B, I'm not really inspired by what I'm seeing. Hopefully we'll see something later on in the trail. We might not, though. Well, let's continue on, I guess. Okay, so I think I might have found something. So there's this big, giant kind of, it's a cliff that it goes in and then it kind of divots in. I have to be really careful because I'm right next to the edge here and I don't want to accidentally knock my camera off. But currently what I'm looking at, here, let me flip you around. Okay, so I'm doing a couple of things. First off, I'm bracketing my shots because you've got the very bright sandstone and sky, and then you've got kind of those dark shadows, so I want to get all the detail that I can out of it. So we're going to do that. We're going to set it on a 2-second timer because we're relatively stable here, but we don't want to be touching the camera while it's taking a shot. Composition's fairly simple. The interesting part of the cliff is when I'm focusing on, I'm at f8, 160th of a second, ISO 100, and then ±2 for my exposure bracketing. So let's go ahead and take the photo. And there we are. So hopefully that turns out well. Hopefully we get at least one good photo out of this. This hike, I just scrambled up like a 60-degree incline. I personally am not a rock climber. Okay, so I have previously on this channel dispensed advice and talked about my compositions and all that, and that's important. It's important to understand what settings do and all the technical knowledge that goes into your camera and how to change all the settings and bells and whistles and everything. But it has been said, I heard it first from Thomas Heaton, not sure that he's necessarily the only one to say this, but the key to landscape photography, to becoming a good landscape photographer, is not technical knowledge, better camera, that sort of thing. It's about dedication. It's about getting out there and, you know, trying stuff, taking shots, finding new locations. Because, well, to be honest, it's not really technically demanding. Most of the time you slap the thing on a tripod, put it at about f8 and whatever shutter speed you need, and then you just take the photo. But if you aren't out there taking the photo, well, what good's it going to do you, right? So the key to landscape photography is always dedication. So one of the nice things about being your own cameraman is it gives you a lot of excuses to put down your bag and set up the camera. Of course, it does cause you to walk a lot more, so I guess, you know, it all comes out in the wash, I guess. One of the things I'm going to do when I get home and I upload the pictures is I've taken a few GPS coordinate readings, and what I want to do with those is I can use those, plot them on a map, and then consult how the sun is going to rise and set, because I think the sun will rise such that it'll catch one of those cliffs, and if it'll catch one of those cliffs, well, it might be worth it to come back here. I don't think I'd want to hike out at night or hike back at night or do any sort of hiking around here at night, so it might be optimal to get a tent and camp out. For that I need a tent. Camp is not really my thing, so that may be a later project. Way later project. Like, I've run out of the rest of Red River Gorge project. But a project nonetheless. Is it worth the hike? Pretty dicey for me. If you're just looking out to go out hiking, sorry, you could do worse. It's a lovely area, but personal opinion, it has maybe a little bit of landscape photography potential. But, you know, got out, got exercise. So, good day overall.